Hello, this is Janet Michael. In addition to hosting The Valley Today each weekday at noon on the River 95.3, I also produce podcasts, and I'm excited to introduce you to a new podcast series in partnership with Lord Fairfax Community College. Having provided higher education and career training for the past half-century, LFCC is tightly interwoven into the fabric of the Northern Shenandoah Valley and Piedmont regions. Join me every week for conversations with current and former students to hear their funny and inspiring stories as we learn about their journey to higher education, the role that LFCC has played, where they are now, and where they plan to go. We'll also talk to current and former professors about their experiences and best memories of LFCC over the past 50 years. Get every single episode as they're released on our website at theriver953.com under the podcast tab, or you can subscribe for free in Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, on Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search for LFCC Stories. Hello and welcome to The Valley Today. I am your host, Janet Michael. Happy Tuesday. As you are listening to the show today, it is Tourism Tuesday, Shenandoah County edition. Woo-hoo. And we are not on a Zoom screen.
No, we are not. That is so awesome.
We are not in the studio. We haven't gone that far because, quite frankly, I think this is an even more fun and bigger deal, Kary Haun.
I agree. This is really fun.
We are wandering around Woodstock.
Yes. That's right. We've had a cup of coffee, and now we're standing here at Traveler's Treasures, getting ready to talk to Joy and see what all she has here at the shop.
And I have to say, my cookies from Flour and Water Company that literally are as big as my head have been quite the hit with everyone who has walked in while we've been standing here.
It's fantastic. They smell great.
Yeah, they're going to taste
and they look
really good. Yes, I'm going to eat them all in the car on the way down. So, Joy, thank you. This was, kind of your idea. You invited us to come and take a look at the shop, and I had no idea what I was in for until I walked in the door and was just like, wow. Tell me about the shop. How long have you been open?
So I signed my lease in March, and shortly thereafter, it was like, you have to slow it down a little bit, young lady, which is hard for me to do. So I'm always 2 feet on the floor and moving quickly. So my grand opening was in August. And we had Shenandoah Caverns come down, do a little catering, had a business after hours. Since then, many other businesses have blossomed around me. But I've been very fortunate to support teachers and veterans is my main goal at this store. We're very eclectic and unique, as you can see.
So, wait, you opened in March, or you came up with the idea and signed your lease in March and then opened in August. This was in the middle of a pandemic. We're not talking 2018, 2019. We're talking the year from,
Yes, I've been here just 1 year and have survived it very well. Thank you for locals, tourism, everything.
How scary was that, though, to open a business? I mean, granted, you probably didn't know in the beginning of March what you were about to be in for, but how has it been?
It's been wonderful. Due to local support, like I said, and the tourisms, people still came out and visited our restaurants. Thank goodness Woodstock has some fabulous restaurants. And the dribble effect, browsing around, kind of helped me out. So we've been good.
So I have wandered around. Give me a quick rundown of some of the really cool stuff people can expect to find when they walk through the front door.
Okay, so we have the honey and the jams and the jellies. They are all homemade, and they are supporting veterans. So there's not a lot of overhead, and it was Geezer Ridge Farm that originally started this in Virginia. It is called Homegrown Heroes. So we are so thankful that they had a promo here. It was very, very successful, and they are staying. You will be able to shop these items in my store at any given time. So that's wonderful. And then I did a few little goat farm lotions we have and soaps. People walk in and say, it smells so good. Well, the goat lotions, they're very, very, very nice addition to the store. And then I'm unique and eclectic, so we have some new and gently loved items that we also have. They're a little bit quirky, a little bit eclectic, and a little bit unique.
I love the wooden signs with some of the sayings on it. I am a sucker for a funny saying on a wooden sign.
We have those as well, and we have cutting boards that will be coming with different, I'm sold out right now. They did so well. A little gal did some wood birding, kind of amusing, sassy, and snarky. signs.
I joked with you earlier before we started recording about whether or not this was your version of retail therapy when you were shopping for things to put here in the shop. How do you find some of the things that end up here on the shelves?
It's mostly by wandering around. I was a grocery manager for merchandisers, so my territory was Lynchburg up to Morgantown. And in that time, when you're out and about, you find all these little cubby holes of wonderness and brought them into my shop.
I love it. So, Kary, we were also talking before we started recording about the success of a lot of businesses up and down, I say Main Street. We all know it's not technically
It's not
Main
just
Street.
Main Street. Yeah, no, and some of the cross streets as well, where there's a lot of businesses. And I know it's April, but a lot of women-owned businesses, and that's really exciting about this area of town. A lot of the businesses, the small businesses, have done really well. We have worked so hard to make sure that people in the community know that they're really, really helping people out locally if they shop local. And I think that really resonated with a lot of people during the pandemic, where they were making it taking the extra effort to step out and go into little shops that they maybe pass by every day and never stopped into. So I think that people were being really conscious of helping out local and small businesses.
It was really kind of tourism with a twist. Instead of trying to get people to come from other states in Northern Virginia and D.C., you were trying to get the people that live in this community to stay in this community and shop in the stores that are their neighbors.
And support local. And in fact, as National Travel and Tourism Week comes up in the beginning of May, we're going to really encourage people to go and see our attractions and also continue to shop local and sort of know what's in their backyard.
So as things start to open up, Joy, I know that vaccines are more readily available. I believe that the next phase too opened up to everyone. What kinds of plans do you have moving forward into the full-on spring and into the summer?
Well, we'll be happy to be here by private appointment anytime. We're located at 118 North Main Street, and we're going to be open Thursday to Monday, so 10 to 6 during the weekdays, and on Sunday, which has been a fabulous day for me, 12 to 5.
Wow.
That is awesome, because you don't see a lot of places that are open on Sunday, and that's usually the day that I just need to get out of the house. I get all my chores and stuff done around the house. I do all my crap stuff around home, my shopping, my errands, and on Sunday I want to do something I enjoy and just wander.
Exactly, and if you've noticed, the north end of Woodstock has really blossomed, so there are a few of us open on Sundays down here. It's worth coming to.
So I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you, do you have a favorite product here in the store? Is there something that whenever you get it in, you snag one for yourself to take home?
The different fragrances of the goat soaps.
Oh, wow.
The goat soaps come in like clean cotton, which smells like, a dryer sheet, and then you have your fun, cherry vanilla. So I love the soaps.
Now, have you found kind of a sisterhood of sorts with the other businesses? I know when we go to break, we're going to go next door and talk to Vickie and Michael at Virginia Farmhouse. Have you found that up and down the street here with the other businesses?
I have. 333 Designs, Jennifer Lovis. She does something a little bit different than us. Artisan Avenue across the street. She's consignment and vendors where I'm not. I own everything. I'm fortunate that I can do that in the beginning of my shop. And then, of course, Vickie next door and Michael have been wonderful. So, yes, there's been a camaraderie down here. And I am part of a retail task force for the Shenandoah Valley Chamber of Commerce. So we are, spearheading this and getting more ideas. And it's been wonderful sharing.
So give me your address one more time.
118 North Main Street.
And where can people get more information about you online? Website, Facebook, Instagram, any of those things?
We have Facebook and we have Instagram is quite busy. People love it. Yeah. And I also have a website, travelers-treasures.com.
Fantastic. And I'll put the links to all of that, of course, up in the show notes page. So, Kary, do you want to go to break? We'll let the station pay some bills, and you and I will take a walk next door to Virginia Farmhouse and talk to Vickie and Michael.
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, we're going to do all of that, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Got a financial decision to make or a goal to reach, but you don't know where to start? You've come to the right place. Introducing Quick Money Chats with the Northern Shenandoah Valley Financial Education Program. Visit tinyurl.com/quickmoneychat to schedule a virtual chat with a staff member or trained volunteer. We won't tell you what to do, but we will give you the tools you need to choose wisely. And because Virginia Cooperative Extension is part of Virginia Tech and Virginia State, your land-grant universities, you can be sure that our information is credible and trustworthy. And you'll know that we aren't trying to sell you something. Maybe you want to improve your credit score or reduce your banking overdraft fees, or even figure out if you can afford to buy that car. Sorting through tons of information on the internet can be overwhelming, and sometimes it can be hard to know who to trust. Schedule a quick money chat and get the information you need to take action. Go to tinyurl.com/quickmoneychat and get financial education personalized for you.
Welcome back to the Valley today. I am your host, Janet Michael. Happy Tourism Tuesday. As you are listening to the show today, we have pre-recorded our conversation, Shenandoah County edition. We are not on Zoom. We are not in the studio. We are wandering around Woodstock. Kary Haun, this has been so much fun.
Oh, it has really been great. I'm so glad to be out. And the air is fresh and clean, and the sun is shining, and it's just really great to be here with you.
I will say that when we planned on doing this, the weather was a lot warmer and a lot nicer. We're recording.
This is very true. Yes.
We're here on a Friday afternoon recording this, and it is a little chilly, but hopefully by the time people are listening on Tuesday, the weather has made another change and it's nice and it's warm outside.
I have seen the forecast, and I think it's going to be good.
So we came next door. We talked in the first session to Joy at Traveler's Treasures. Now we have wandered Woodstock. And we are standing here talking to Vickie and Michael from the Virginia Farmhouse. Thank you for inviting us to come and check out the shop today. I appreciate it.
We're happy you're here. We wish it was warmer, but at least it's warmer here.
It'll keep people inside longer. Isn't that kind of the whole hope?
Yes.
So, Vickie, tell me about the farmhouse. How long have you had it? What kinds of things do you have here?
In 2010, it's kind of a long story, so I'll make it short. We ended up opening a small shop that was connected to a wine bar owned by Cove Ridge Vineyard down in Harrisonburg. And as it turns out, downtown Harrisonburg was not the best location for a retail shop or a wine bar. So they closed down. We looked to see what we were going to do, and some friends had opened the farmhouse across the street from where we are now, and they were ready to get out and do something different. So we worked out a deal. In January of 2013, we moved up here to Woodstock and are very happy we did. And 2 years ago now, we moved across the street to what used to be the Woodstock Gallery and Frame Shop. They were good friends of ours. They were ready to retire, and they very much wanted to have somebody help pay for the mortgage on the building. And this has turned out to be a perfect thing for us.
So what is the address for this location?
114 North Main Street.
It's fantastic. I mean, we walked in the door. We haven't even made it 10 steps in
No,
the
we
door
haven't.
yet. And yet
We love everything.
I've already been distracted by the jams and the salsas and the peanuts and the tortilla chips. This is a thing my kid is in my brain. He always called them tortilla chips. So now it's stuck in my brain.
no.
How do you decide what you're going to carry here in the shop? Is that something you do? Is it something Michael does?
Well, we both do it. The whole concept of this started out as I used to do holiday gift baskets, and they always had a Virginia theme. And keep in mind, this was 12, 13 years ago. Trying to find all of the elements I wanted to put in this basket in one place was extremely difficult. And I thought, there really should be a store, maybe online, where you could buy all of these things. So, I kind of knew the kind of things I was looking for. And I used to go to wine festivals where there's lots of craft vendors and local vendors, like the lady whose soap we carry, one of the soaps that we carry, that's all she does. She sells at farmers markets and craft shows, and we met her that way. And so I just started making a list of these people, and Virginia Department of Agriculture puts out every other year a list of all the Virginia producers that they know about. The ones who are licensed, a lot of them, if not most of them, carry the Virginia Finest label.
Mm-hmm.
So if we say, okay, we don't have any something. Salt. So we go to the Virginia Agriculture Department's website or the book, and we look up, are there any salt producers in Virginia? And then we contact them and get all the information.
So everything in this shop, food-wise, craft-wise, artisan-wise?
Everything. Actually, I was just about to say, there are no Virginia salt producers. But there is a West Virginia one.
Close. That's
They're
close.
by, comes from the same underground ocean.
It has Virginia in the name of the
Exactly.
state.
It used to be part of Virginia. So, and word of mouth. Over the years, we've had people contact us. We had a local guy who was apparently kind of pushed into raising quail by his children, and he wanted to know if we would like to sell some of his quail eggs. And we're like, oh, we'll give it a try. So we now have these adorable little quail eggs.
What does one do with, you don't make egg salad with that, I would guess. What do you do with
them?
Yeah,
Just
anything
like
you can do with chicken eggs.
Really?
you just need more of them.
I know that's true.
Well, a
Pick-
little poached quail egg makes everything fancy.
Is that what it, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very
I want to be that person. That's what I've decided. After the pandemic, I want to be that person.
Joy bought some because she wants to make pickled eggs.
Oh my gosh.
So they're just the right size to pop the whole
Oh.
thing in your mouth.
See, now you just won my husband over. He's the pickled egg king. So I want to take a walk because I want to see some of the fun stuff here in the center section because it is the wine bar area. Are these all Virginia wines?
Not all of them. Probably 70% of them are.
Yeah.
We do specialize in Shenandoah Valley wines
Mm-hmm.
and some other parts of Virginia where we've used to have the chance to get out and do some wine tasting and find some good ones. We haven't done much of that this past year, but we will again.
I see one of my favorites on the shelf, Misty Mountain Mead Company.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done the radio show. I buy his bottles of mead all the time.
In fact, he brought us a sample last week of his newest one, which is apple flavored.
Sharp apple or sour apple, something like
Yeah,
that.
green apple.
You and I need to be much better friends so that I am here when these opportunities arise.
Well, he just showed up.
You can try it if you want.
Yeah, he brought us a bottle for a sample. We can open it while we're
Nice.
here. We haven't tried it yet. So yeah, he's a great guy. We're part of the Shenandoah Valley Wine Trail. In fact, I'm the secretary and event coordinator for the trail, which gives me the opportunity. We have meetings every month, and we meet at different member venues.
Oh,
And everybody brings a bottle of their wine to share. So that way I get to sample new releases, some that we may not have had for a while to remind myself what it tastes like so we know what to carry in here. And we have tried almost every bottle of wine that we sell.
and it's a good variety. I mean, you have reds, you have whites, you have Moscato, you have the mead, you have a wide range
We
of
have fruit
options.
wines. We try to keep a good selection. The Virginia wines tend to be a little higher priced, so we also have what we call value wines. We get from our distributors. They're from all over the world: France, South Africa,
Spain.
Australia, Spain, Italy.
Nice.
We try to carry a little something for everyone.
And it's interesting because if you hadn't explained to me initially about everything that is in the store is something that could potentially go into a gift basket, that wouldn't have occurred to me. But now that I know that, as I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do this in a basket for so-and-so, and I could do that in a basket for so-and-so. It really does kind of all come together.
Yeah, and we get people who call in and say, hey, I want to give a holiday gift basket or a happy birthday basket. And okay, do you have any idea of, do you want a theme? Do you have a price range? And then we just throw it all together and we send them pictures and they're like, oh my God, that's so good.
Well, and Kary, from a tourism perspective, it's
Yes.
got to be helpful too because when people are traveling into the area, they always want to take something back
Yes.
for their family or something as a memento of their trip.
Yeah.
So being able to have a shop like this that they can take back and say, oh yeah, we got this at this cute little shop when we were in Woodstock is really beneficial for you from a tourism perspective.
Absolutely, and you know, you can pick up brochures here. You can pick up really great. Well, we talked about T-shirts while we were over at Travelers Treasures. Like, you know, sometimes you just want like a really great T-shirt that sort of shows, you know, where you've been. This place has the Virginias for wine lovers. You know, just like a little something to bring back. Ornaments and handmade coffee cups that say Woodstock, Virginia, or Virginia's for Lovers. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of really good locally made crafts and locally themed treasures.
So do you have a favorite thing in the shop? Is there something that you snag and take home with you on a regular basis? I asked Joy that question, so I felt like I needed to put you on the spot too. Ooh, what is this? Hudson Henry granola.
You might remember a comment I made when I was on your show a couple of years ago, that it was crack.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
This is a counterpart. Hudson Henry granola. They're based out of Richmond or near Richmond, And I mean, they just fly off the shelves.
And not always because you're snagging them to take home.
Rat 11 potato chips.
One of my favorites. I so miss them in Middletown. I wish they'd come back so I could walk down there and buy my trash bag full, but they're doing well in Mount Jackson. And then you've got a refrigerator over here that looks like you have local cheeses.
The hard cheeses are out of Berryville, and the chèvre, which is a soft goat cheese, we just got in. It's not from Virginia because we haven't been able to find a soft one that we like. It's very mild. It's not gamey like a lot of them that we found. We also have ham slices from Wholesome Foods down in Edinburgh and some of their Virginia's Best Water. And we also have meats from Country Roads Farm in Murraytown.
Fantastic. And then I'm looking here behind you. There is jewelry, there's earrings, there's hats, there's scarves. You've got masks, of course. You've got all kinds of just really cool stuff that even if you don't want to give it as a gift, you can keep it for yourself.
Yeah, and it's interesting with the jewelry. It's a friend of mine who, at the beginning of the pandemic, decided she was going to stay home until it was all over and she needed something to do. So someone had given her a whole bunch of beads. So she taught herself how to make beaded jewelry, and it's beautiful. It's like some of the best we've ever seen.
She made great use of her time.
She did.
So, Vickie, what are your hours here at the shop?
We are open from 11 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. Michael, fortunately, lives in an apartment upstairs. So if somebody is desperate to come and do some shopping.
If I am in a mead panic and need a
Yes.
bottle, I can call and say, Michael, please, I need a bottle of mead.
If he's not out hiking or he's not smack in the middle of some big art piece, he's more than happy to come down and take care of your needs.
And where can people get more information? Do you have a website? Do you have social media?
Our website is allthingsva.com. And we're also on Facebook as the Virginia Farmhouse.
And Instagram.
And Instagram. He's the Instagram guy.
And I will say sign up for the newsletter because I get your newsletter. So sign up for the newsletter.
It's a blog. You can sign up for that on our website.
And we only post once a month.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. You're not inundating me with stuff. I get to see it and go, oh, I need to make a note to go do whatever.
Yeah, and it's basically, here's what we have new. Or what we've restocked on that we haven't had for a while. Just to give you an idea of what we have.
Fantastic. And one more time, what is your address?
114 North Main Street in Woodstock.
So, Kary, I think our wandering Woodstock has come to an end. Can we do this again in May?
Can we please? Yes. Yes.
Because by May, I will be vaccinated.
Oh, yeah.
And
okay, good.
Lord, Katie, bar the
Yeah,
door
look
because
out.
I'm going to be everywhere talking to everybody. I'm going to be hugging people, whether you're supposed to or not.
That's good. That's good. I'm in.
We are going to wrap up our conversation today. It has been Tourism Tuesday Shenandoah County edition. Kary Haun and I have been wandering around Woodstock. In the first segment, we talked to Joy at Travelers Treasures. We just finished up chatting with Vickie and Michael from Virginia Farmhouse. All of this, everything we talked about is up on the show notes page. You can go to theriver953.com, click the podcast tab, and get the links to everything that we mentioned. I will meet you back here tomorrow. I'll have a brand new episode of The Valley Today ready to go for you just a few minutes after noon.